Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Darksiders. Let's continue. So, what's behind door number 1? It's another area where we're going to have to fill up the well of souls and transfer everything. Pretty demonic thing. Last time we saw a cutscene and they said, one of the angels said to question the council, the Charred Council, the people in charge of war, is to question the creator. I think that's weird in itself because it implies that there's some history in this world where God, the creator, some form of slightly modified Christian God, abdicates his own power and direct control and instead sets up the Charred Council to speak on his behalf, which doesn't, like, thematically and visually make a lot of sense, because that Charred Council looks very much like a evil demonic group more than a heavenly angel group based on the visual lexicon that we've seen so far. Angels look very bird-like, and demons look pretty standard demon-like. Although they are a little weird. Like, I wouldn't immediately call the creatures I'm fighting right now demons as much as I would call them monsters of some sort. Now I'm doing the bee kills and getting a bunch of wrath that I already have, but I'm actually trying to save my life here. So I know I'm costing myself souls for doing that, but that was a really well-timed fight. So either the elevator fight goes on forever until you kill the last character, or they timed it down to almost a second, what a player might take. So we're walking over here and that area lighted up, but it didn't do anything. And there's nothing on the edge here. So from one fight to another fight. Who are we fighting now? These big poisonous guys with wrath. Well, in chaos form, the good news is I don't take any damage, so I can just kill everybody and not really struggle. Here we've got a glass cannon character with breakable armor, which was kind of revolutionary and groundbreaking when this game came out. Like, I wouldn't say it's groundbreaking. I'm sure other people were doing it, but I would say that it was a new concept that we see little bits of that still happening now here and there, but nowadays games have been made so simple it's hard for that element to even be included, even in boss fights. Right. We can see there's a collectible up there. So I imagine we're supposed to do this and this. And then run through here. And then press this. And that opens that, and am I really supposed to go up higher or back down? No, this feels like the way we came in. And unless the game wants me to actually go all the way back to where I started, there's got to be something else here. How about back this way? I guess this is the direction I should go. I guess that's what the issue is. Yeah, I see the problem now. This is one of those cases where the and you can see it's all black now because I walked through a door and that resets everything. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and take this and put it here. And then put that there. And I imagine what's gonna happen is, yes, there's a big explosive there that I need. Where is that thing? There it is. And get rid of it. Grab the next one. Toss it. Did it get it? Good. So now I want to just jump through this. And hopefully that will work. I could try to shoot. Seriously? I guess we'll see about doing it a different way then. That's too far, obviously, even though I can see it. So, I think I didn't charge it, and that probably hurt me. I'll just go ahead and take this and put this here. Wait for it and go. Yeah. That was the problem. And there's nothing here. And this thing is just spinning. And see, is there something on the other side of that? Seems like it's just being magically controlled whenever we walk near it. Okay. So nothing to learn from that, it seems. So we've got a toxic guy and this. Let's go ahead and do this. And man, I'm poisoned right now. Anytime I get close to this guy, I'm getting poisoned. Poison. Here we go. Smash this guy. Come on, die already. That's one down. I think the reason I slide away is because I believe to actually, if you were gonna actually deflect, you would have to be standing completely still. And completely still. And I just don't think in actual combat, while you're controlling your movement with the left stick and controlling the camera with the right stick, I just don't think that is ever going to happen. So I have almost 4 bars of health. Let's see if this fills up the 4 I'm missing. Almost. So it seems a little random how much health you get, but 4 seems to be about right. So if I have a little less than 4, that's the time to use these chests. And right about now is probably a good example of when to save some chests for later. So there's a couple of things we know of. Like this, what would that do? Interesting. Am I trapped? No. So there's some kind of flooding mechanic that's gonna happen here. Another soldier artifact. I'm really enjoying finding these collectibles and just spending a small amount of effort to find them and really wanting to run around the map looking for them. Whereas sometimes when I'm playing a game like the Assassin's Creed series, it just feels very much a case of here's 300 collectibles, find them because we told you to, and it's just not as fun, frankly. It becomes repetitive and boring. Let's see. Well, I guess I can fly through whatever that was. I'm not exactly sure what I just did. Seems like I just rotated something. I didn't move the water. I didn't move this. And there's... I don't get it. How does one get the water to go from here? Oh, maybe I hit this. That's how I do it. Cool. Nice mechanic. We haven't had to deal with the water mechanic for a long time, so I could totally see people forgetting that moving water around isn't something you can actually do. Alright, so now those edges are holding on to this in a fashion that tells me spinning this probably will spin the entire column. Alright, and it does a 180. And what's this over here? Is there anything up here? Not right now, at least. So now I believe if we look at the map, there was a collectible in here, but maybe I already found it. No, there was a collectible in the previous room. So we're good to go. Let's hop over here. And we're over. Just jumped right over the top, which is something we did in the spider's lair, but easily forgettable again. And that spider fight, man. That one fight was really, really difficult, and then even these golem fights we've been doing since then haven't proven themselves to be really much of a pain, although I have kind of had to cheat the second golem fight, and I may very well have to do everything possible in my power to cheat the next one too. See, we've got this here and this here, and I can't hit anything until I get in there, and we're gonna have to zoom across and get on top of his head. There's no longer any places on the floor safe. So, darn it, wasn't close enough. And see, it's gonna be 3 every time, so I don't really see a reason to spend a lot of effort trying to do more damage. I will, however, consider, I don't know if this is gonna work. Let's see. Come on. Yeah, this is too far away. I need him a little closer. Come on. Walk this way. Decide to walk this way a couple steps, please. Maybe I just didn't understand the trick here when I first played this, because this is dumb, stupidly easy. I am losing health like crazy though. I don't want to waste an undying. That could be a problem. Come on, take one step this way. And see, and I mean, he's too close. I do this. Got it. So unless this gets incredibly more dangerous, which it didn't, third time I've become an expert at beating these guys. Now I am really low on health. That is a slight concern. But I imagine I will find a chest with health. That's before I even have to fight something else. Let's see. So do I want to move the elevator down? Or do I want to walk over here? I guess what I want to do is move that and then see, I almost wonder if that was a trick or a collectible I just missed by not using the elevator at that point. See, we've got 2.5 life bars. And now we've got all these puzzles. And see, this was the room that didn't have anything in it before. It's good to know. Now it has them. So I could have instead ridden the elevator here. Let's see how this works. Yeah, I don't even think that portal's gonna do anything. I guess I can hit this in the way. Seriously, was that it? That was really simplistic. Like, that was really, really simplistic. It was hit one thing and you're done. Now, on this side, unless I have to fight something, I imagine I just need to probably get this and then come over here, and then when the beam turns off I'll just have to hit the other thing there. There we go. And man, I missed it. Missed it. Nope, made it just in time. So I'm gonna wait for this to turn around and take this back and then put this here, and then hopefully nope, that wasn't the way I wanted to do this, and now I could potentially die. See. See, is that where I'm supposed to go? Yes. And no collectibles here, and this is already charged up, so next room. And you have to be really, really close to these doors. And the beam didn't start until I crossed over a certain level. And unless I'm gonna start a fighting right now, which I might, I should be fine. We'll take this health. And that fills us to the almost maximum level. And see, I need to get on top of that, which implies to me that there's a trick I need to pull off here. Let's go and take this health too. And hopefully that doesn't prove to be a mistake. Let's go ahead and get this too. Missed. I'm so close, and yet I'm not making it, so what am I doing wrong? Am I just a slight second off? Ah, it's the hovering. Wow, the hovering actually was the problem. Okay. Some more souls. Nice whenever we can collect them. Alright. There we go. And I believe this will allow me to Can I fall and hit this at the same time? Champion collectible. There we go. Alright. Now let's see what we're supposed to do. I imagine the way this is supposed to go is something I can't hit that yet. Like, there is another collectible up there, isn't there? No, it's this chest. I suppose we'll just in cautiousness put it there. So we've got 2 on this thing. Just in case. Switch over here and hit this and see what happens. It sends it straight up. Okay, good to know. Where do we want it to go? At this door? No. Over here. So let's see what this does. Okay, I see it. I see what we gotta do. It's a shame we don't have a chronomancer. This doesn't make the most amount of sense. Okay, what? How can we do this? How can we do this? Like, because there really is no chronomancer stone. Yeah, that whole element of the game is long since been gone. We've got the energy coming out this way. I think it's supposed to come out through that. Like, I don't see any reason Suppose we could try this. What happens if we put it here? Would the beam possibly come out here and hit this thing forever? I mean, that just sends it that way and it doesn't do anything. Let's go ahead and collect this. Doesn't seem like there's a reason not to. Let's see. Well, didn't mean to do that. Assign right here this time. Maybe I can do this? Let's do this. Wow, this is gonna be 3 weapons. Didn't seem like that worked. So that's not it. So we hit this. Can we charge this, throw it this way, and then... Seems like we can hit this when we are probably this far away, and then... This is a weird puzzle. It's just feels out of character and like something we haven't done before. I guess maybe this will work. We can see a noticeable delay here. And then I want to release that and then do this and this and then... And see that? That felt like that got stuck, but that seems like the solution. Alright, so... We want to be here. Release. And then release, release. Let me try this. Okay, I can't charge up is the problem. So I need to charge up for this part and then release and then target, target, fire. And it seemed like, man, seems like something's not working here. The Would this work better if I was... Let's take a moment here. Look at our other weapons. Earth Caller wouldn't do anything. Gun doesn't work on that. The... like this part doesn't do this, and then this part what if I did instead a long charge between this and this, and then walked away and fired? Right. How far is too far? Right here. So that, and then that. And this seems good enough. But this won't work. It just won't work because, well, simply because when this returns back to me here, I only have like a second to hit this. So maybe we'll look at this from the other side. That seems like the same amount of time. It seems like there's like there's no portal or anything, it seems. Over here doesn't seem to do anything. Oh shoot. There is a chronomancer thing. Alright. So we want a portal here and a portal there. And we want this ready. Okay. I don't know how this is gonna work. Honestly. Even with this, it like I don't have a clue. Seriously. Seriously, game. Oh, man. But just trying this alone, we can probably release it somewhere around here. Nope. Let's see, how long? Like, you can't get any further than that. So I'd have to come over here. Finally! That is quite the turn of events there. Quite the turn of events. Well, there's nothing more to do here. So that's good, because I'm ready to leave this area. I'm sure you are too. Chronomancer, I guess I should just be happy that there was just one puzzle that was really hard with that. All the others are very, very easy, that I recall at least. Maybe there was something that was slightly difficult or challenging in the Ashlands, but probably not. There are some abilities that I could have collected in this game that I won't. For instance, the bomb bag idea never really happened. That's something you would totally see in a Zelda game, is the idea of you could pick up explosive bombs, put them in a bag, they wouldn't explode until you were ready to use them. Instead, they chose any section you saw a barrier that needed to be blown up was very specifically a puzzle, instead of just something you could work your way around or get an ability to skip the puzzle. So I guess in retrospect, the bomb bag is probably a bad function, bad ability that you gain in Zelda games, just because it then removes something. So we know there's a chest that is going to unlock later, but I think it's going to be after we do this. And we may end up fighting a fight with the angel. We just kind of need to jump down here and find this and hit this. And when the two line up, it will fill in the power. What a bad angle to look at it, but whatever. It automatically moved me to the ground. Now, do we kill Azazel like the Charred Council wants? I don't know why Ward doesn't want to. He seems to be nicer to the angels than the demons.
Straga awaits.
Looks like you finally outlived your usefulness, Asriel.
And how do you propose to leave the tower once Straga has been dealt with? Straga and the tower are one. Even if you manage to defeat him, you'll be trapped without me.
We need him.
Pray the Horseman doesn't make it back alive.
And so it's just a giant spiral staircase, which it looked like the spiral staircase was going to continuously fall there and then just drop me down the ground. So there's some kind of collectible that must be under this. And here it is. And do I need health? No. Let's take a look at the map. Let's see, there's 2 areas where we're gonna go fight Straga. Question though. Is Straga the Destroyer? I don't know. I honestly have no clue as I'm looking at the map for all any other remaining collectibles. Like, are we about to beat the game? Probably not, but maybe. We are in not a terrible position. In fact, we're in as good of a position as we can be, so let's go ahead and save our game out of context here. So I guess we've gone a full 10 saves again. We'll overwrite our older save. So if we are very close to the end, we're not going to get the sword to the max level, nor are we really being given an opportunity to find the collectibles, and I feel like the game would have told us at some point. It has not given us a good point to just say, let's take a break and find all the remaining collectibles, which would be a little strange. But it will be interesting too if it turns out that this is a pretty easy boss fight, because I recall it was a little bit challenging. See, this area is big enough that we could fight some other people, but then that defeats the purpose of there being a health chest in that point. Actually, there's one more item we pick up, so that does kind of mean that this can't be the end. It seems like the end, sure, but I don't think it is. I think this is more the vengeance element, where we defeat Straga, who killed us at the very beginning in the apocalypse, and maybe we'll use the gun here. And then there's one more person, the destroyer. So you can see there's an eyeball behind him that we've been stabbing eyeballs in the golems up to this point.
Stronger than Straga, remember it. But here, you face Straga with no hope of victory or escape. Straga is the mightiest of the Destroyer's chosen.
So he's not the destroyer.
And the last. Your master chose poorly.
So it's showing us the eye again.
I will enjoy killing you again.
So that's not good. Let's see. This is not working well. See, I need to hit this, and then when he pulls back, do this. And here we go. I thunder gauntlet that right onto him. And let's do this. Now I might as well just hit this guy, or until he summons something new for me to kill. Now I need my steel skin, my stone skin. Now I've got to get him back to swinging his sword. Now, come on. Darn it. There we go. Alright, now. Go, 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 go! Got it. Get the action button. Do it again. Now this time I don't have chaos mode, so I'll just hit him with the stone skin up. My wrath is kind of low. And he's going to summon new characters for me to fight. St. Kel Doran. These enemies don't really have much. If I lose a health bar or two, I'm in a good position to use a health gem. That would cost me another 500. That would cost me another 500 souls, but I'm at 5,000, so I don't know if I would, if I'm really gonna try to save up for another Undying. Alright. Come on. Come on. There we go. You ready? Well, just until I can do this one more time. And see, again, I feel like I was either playing on Apocalyptic or I didn't know what I was doing. Because I've just beaten him on normal. This game is not difficult on normal. It's nice. It's nice to be able to talk and beat a normal game and not really struggle. What did he just attack him with? The Voidwalker. He went inside his head. Gross. Bloody and violent. It's a little bit quieter here.
Straga and the tower are one. Now let's see how useful I can be.
So he's opening the Well of Souls and making a portal. Where's it go?
Into the well! Hurry!
See, one of the thoughts here is he kind of needs Azazel to stay alive so he can face
He came
justice.
to me after his death. Abaddon. Alive. And I wanted so much to believe. I was such a fool.
Azrael, you saw Abaddon after he fell.
Saw him? I brought him here, to Eden.
What treachery is this, Azrael? Eden doesn't exist. Not anymore.
Ignorant sprite. I bore witness as the first ones were cast out and the garden fell to ruin. I could not let heaven's first gift and greatest weapon simply rot, or worse, fall to darkness. I hid it away.
The Tree of Knowledge. Then, Abaddon has been to the tree.
You must draw upon its gifts now. If some way exists to stop the Destroyer, the tree will show it to you. I never dared use it myself. Perhaps if I had, things would have been different.
And Abaddon, what of his gift?
That was not for me to know. Each who comes before the tree receives a different gift. Some receive nothing. Others are driven mad by visions, or simply destroyed. No, I cannot say for certain. Come.
So, apparently Eden is still around. And we get another life stone, which is great. A full life up. I need some wrath. but we have an issue here. So we've seen this before, outlines that we cannot touch, and we're gonna have to get an ability to use that. The other thought, I suppose, is where you're gonna come back at some point, and so I'll take the Wrath, see if that fills it up to the max. It doesn't, and I'll leave the health. Are there gonna be any enemies in Eden? Why would there be enemies in Eden if he's been hiding it away since the beginning of time? Well, since the fall, at least. The fall of man.
There's no way across.
There is, for those who are worthy.
Or those who can fly.
Horseman, you have fought against the darkness so long that it has marked you. Creatures of the light will sense it, as I have. In this place, you are worse than a demon. Conquer the shadow, then you may pass. Are you ready to face yourself in the light? Not all are prepared for what they see.
The mask of shadows.
Yes. You will see into the shadow realm for as long as you wear the mask. Fight well.
So, there was a game that came out a long time ago called Shadow Man that had a mask kind of like that. I really liked that game, but frankly it's not very good in retrospect. The artifact bestows ward with Shadow Sight, revealing what is hidden. Press right trigger to toggle between ward's normal and Shadow Sight. This is something that was starting to be introduced in games like this, and even now, 7 years later, it's still way too often used.
Are you deaf, Horseman? Use the mask!
The problem with it is it always changes your appearance, and it requires you to see these lovely animations in a worser light. Because you're looking for collectibles, and that kind of sucks. See, it's not too big of a difference here when you wear the mask versus not, but you get this red fire overlay. So I'm fighting against myself. That's a common occurrence in Zelda-style games. Shadow Link. Let's see who's stronger. Well, I can see my shadow version of me is getting knocked around, but he does seem to have some fast attacks. Oh, and now he's gone into his chaos mode. So should I fight him in chaos mode, or should I run away? Because knowing myself in chaos mode, I'm immortal then. However, slicing at him while he is immortal is getting my own chaos mode charged up, so I should just leave it alone, I guess. Maybe I should go to chaos mode right now. Is it gonna end? See, that would have looked cooler if I wasn't in... Yeah, we'll get out of this. In the middle of the cutscene, you can take the stone skin off. And that filled my health back up to maximum, so I'm happy with that.
Heaven's first gift awaits you. I will remain here with the Watcher.
I'm not letting the Horseman out of my sight. Where he goes, I go.
Indeed. Go then, Darkling. Make for the tree. You will never reach the other side.
Hurry up. And don't forget who holds the leash.
So, it's kind of obvious that if Azazel wants to live, he's gonna have to kill the Watcher, which is fine by me. I don't like people pulling my chain. What is this? It's red. Well, there was nothing but souls in it. So look at how it's just kind of got this red tint in the Shadow Realm versus a nicer white color to the rest of it. Let's see. We probably should be in the Shadow Realm when we interact with Shadow Realm items, just for concern's sake. And see, we can see no less than 3 in this water section. So now remember, if I hadn't found the legendary enhancement item that showed me all this collectible stuff, I would definitely have to just run around looking for things. And the fact that things are hidden only makes it slightly more difficult. Well, actually, it would be rather more difficult. Here we've got something behind a waterfall again. Always love when that happens. Abysmal armor piece. So there must be some way to get back to this place. Either that or they decided just to hide collectibles in an area you can't return to. Right, now that's everything until we get up the stairway in the chest, and then I don't know if we're gonna even end up fighting something else, or if this is really just a small, just falling action sequence. This would be about the right time for the game to say, take your time, go back everywhere you've been before, use the mask. The mask is our final item here. So now we can get everywhere and do everything. Unless I find some like skillful jump I have to make, which I doubt I would. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if all I do is I eat from the tree of knowledge, and this is interesting. Where's this chest? You're being sneaky. Game. Game is being sneaky. Here it is. A wrath shard. And we can hear music is coming in. Yeah, so I imagine I'll get a vision of something. Somebody's probably trying to betray me. Maybe it's the Charred Council. Maybe it's something else. I don't think I'm going to get an actual physical gift. Because if I did get a physical gift, what could it be? It might be this, because we haven't seen that filled in. But maybe not. Maybe a new sword. But I don't know. Nice music. Operatic. Angelic. Now I'm still not sure if I'm confusing what happens in Darksiders 2 and 1. Or if... Because if I'm not confusing it, there's a lot more to this game. And if I am confusing it, there is a little more. And here we have like 2 styles of angels statues here. One's with swords and one's with crowns. And is that me? Was I one of the original angels? Is that supposed to be the creator? Are these the 4 horsemen? I don't know. Walk into the light, I suppose. Nothing here to see collectible. So here we go.
Would you serve in heaven or rule in hell?
The storm is coming, Uriel. Soon, I will need you at my side.
I would follow you into hell, my lord.
They knew. How did they?
The best laid plans, or so the humans used to say.
You did this?
You plotted and schemed to call us to this world. I simply took advantage of your initiative.
No.
I will consider this an offering, Abaddon. And you, my loyal servant, join me and take up the mantle of the Destroyer.
No.
Once the throne learns what you've done, you'll be cast down, dragged in chains before the council. You're already damned. So I offer you this choice. Would you serve in heaven or rule in hell? Now, return to Azrael. Persuade him to help us. Then, together, we will change the face of the universe.
Abaddon must be punished. He bends the law to his will, laughs in the face of the council. What proof do we have? The seals are intact. No doubt the angel had help, but from whom? Until we know, we must wait. His act breeds open defiance. The council weakens. How long before we are overthrown? We cannot stop Abaddon, but there are others who might, if they had reason. We dare not send the four. Without proof, there is no justice, only murder. They will see no reason in this assassination. We will send one, for whom vengeance is reason enough. The blade is scattered. I guard the seventh seal. This world is ours. Heaven is ours.
You had to know it was a one-way ticket.
So, we see a little bit of the past and a little bit of the future, and it turns out that it seems like the angel lady specifically betrayed him and turned him into the destroyer. It's quite the convoluted puzzle plot, really. They could have used a rewrite. And see, here I'm walking towards myself, I guess, and pulling the blade out of myself. And do I get new armor? Shinier armor? Maybe? Or just a new sword? This is the sword they, I think, used to break the seal, or a piece of it. Return to Azazel. Okay. So interesting. We are now going to get 7 pieces of the sword that have been scattered around, and that is going to certainly allow us to and give us a great reason to run around the whole world and find all the other collectibles. Interesting. And we didn't actually eat from the tree as much as we just breathed in its mists And there's Eden on the map, which tells me that maybe on the right we'll see another area or two. And I guess the Destroyer is now in charge of Heaven? Or is going to attack Heaven. Interesting. Well, we've gone an hour. In fact, we're going late, so we won't go over any of these stats or anything. We don't really need to do that. I guess there's more to come now, because even if I really rush, I seriously doubt I will get all 7 pieces of the armor in that quick of succession. I imagine it will take at least an hour or two. That's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want a friend to follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.